My name is Sandra, and I am the protocol trainer for AMCC, and I'm going to be your MC tonight. And we are here to celebrate the achievements
These people got waters?
of the international working class. Let's give
Anybody? These people got waters? This shit got me water.
The little crew in the shopping cart.
Alright, I'll find them. See if my DSA buddies are out here.
Each May Day, workers around the world celebrate all the benefits. And we have built estimates. We make everything, we transport everything, we provide all the services, teach all the kids, operate the classes, food, flowers, cooking services. We do everything to make the system happen. So today we join our fellow workers around the world and look at
By all means. Hello.
Hey, can I get a water?
Please.
Okay. They don't cost anything?
Free. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Hydrate yourself.
Yep. Drink about a finger's worth every 15 minutes so that we don't have to use the restroom.
Thanks.
We fight the city council as they continue to not only allow, but to reward developers who are rapidly gentrifying this former populous city. We fight ICE as they continue to break up families and deport our immigrant brothers and sisters. In short, for capitalism wants to oppress us, we stand ready to fight it. But we can't fight alone, and only a strong, united working class can succeed against the forces of state violence, imperialism, and exploitation. So that's why I want to give a warm welcome to all of the great organizations gathered here today to showcase the fights they engage in and continue to build the united movement towards the change we need. The abolition of oppressive systems that perpetuate exploitative wages, housing insecurity, and mass incarceration in our city, and replaced with political power in which workers lead the way. We urge everyone here to speak with and become involved in the many struggles with which our partners are gathered here today and are fighting in, because only together can we win a new world. Now, while May Day is a time to express our anger and discontent,
what day was
also
that
a
we
time for us
went to
come
that first
together
rally with
the
Kim?
positivity made by working
It was
class
Freedom
solidarity.
Day.
So to that
April
end, we've got a
15th?
great group of performers, speakers, activities, and informational presentations
It was a Saturday.
aimed to make us all more informed, more engaged, and
I
inspired
posted
to
shit
keep
tons,
fighting.
so I'll be able to find it. That's gotta be
At the same time, let us show each other the respect we all deserve. You'll see there are chairs here near the stage. Please reserve these for our older and differently abled comrades. If you need to use a restroom, if you go to the sides of the park towards the back there, you'll see them. Just follow the signs that we have set up. Should you have any questions about the May Day activities, there's a table at the far end of the park there. There are posters and everything set up there. You can go and get a free pen, free stickers, as you see on me right now. We've got pinned the strike notice on the capitalist pig. We've got some cornhole. We have water over here. We also have water, and the medics are over on that side there. And let's all please just be respectful and make sure that everyone has a good time. Really show the city what us workers are about, because we are not just fighters, but of course also workers. So
that's just more park.
Let me again welcome all of you beautiful people to DC May Day 2018.
So Florida Avenue somewhere in front of us, and you come up, you walk up the first part, and you get to this part.
So our first
Sunday
speaker
they have a
is
drum
Candace
circle
Wolf,
every
who's a
Sunday.
longtime resident and
Yeah.
activist in DC.
You don't get out much,
Give us
do
a
you?
bit of the
Not
history of
downtown.
May Day
You don't live in
and connect
Maryland.
us to our oh so important historical roots. So without further ado, Candace Wolf. Can you hear me? Greetings, friends,
comrades, labor family, before I begin, I really can't say anything else until I give a great big shout out to the brave fighting teachers of West Virginia.
Woo!
The brave fighting teachers of Oklahoma, Kentucky, Arizona, Colorado, and all across this country and all over the world. Let's give them a big shout out. Now say this back to me. We want a world without borders. We want a world without bosses. A world without borders. A world without bosses.
Hey, man. Yeah, I
No
know.
borders. No bosses. No borders. No.
Yes, who's calling?
That's right.
Yeah,
The
hey,
1st of
Kristen.
Hey,
May
Michelle, how you doing?
is the
borders,
day
no
when
bosses.
working people all
Everything's
over
just
the
up to a
world
vote.
challenge
Oh,
the
yeah,
tyranny
yeah.
of borders, and we challenge the tyranny of bosses. It is also the day when we recommit to the
I'll
struggle.
call you after I get finished
When we
campaign.
recommit to the struggle to emancipate
Okay.
ourselves from the greed, from the exploitation, from the racism, from the sexism, from the endless wars, and from the empire building of the capitalist ruling class. I read these words in a book once. Those who take the most from the table, those who eat more than their fill, those who demand sacrifice from the people, they are the ones who lead the country into the abyss of destruction and desperation, all the while telling us that making important decisions of how best to run our society is much too difficult for ordinary working folks. If you've ever noticed this arrogance on the part of the rich and powerful, say nice and loudly, screw them.
I'm doing security at Red Rock Restaurant.
But then I heard someone speak these words. They said the power of the people at the top of society depends on the obedience of the people
see if
down
the light's
below.
better on the other
When
side.
the people down below stop obeying, the ones at the top have no power. It's like being deprived of oxygen. It is our obedience that allows them to breathe. If you agree with those words, say, that's right. I read these words in a book once. This country, with its fertile land, its towns and cities, its beautiful rivers, prairies, forests, and mountains, is capable of satisfying the needs of all the people. But instead, it is exploited by a small owning class. A small owning class that steals whatever they want for the sake of increasing their private profits. If you have ever noticed this criminal theft of resources by the rich and powerful, say nice and loudly, screw them! Screw them! But then I heard somebody sing these words. I saw a high wall there that tried to stop me, and on that wall there was a sign that said private property. But on the other side, it didn't say nothing. That side was made for you and me. If you agree with those words, say, that's right. That's right. I read these words in a book once. Throughout history, wars have been waged by the ruling classes for the purpose of conquest and plunder. But it is always the working classes who fight the battles. It is always the working classes who shed their blood and furnish the corpses, but who have never yet had a voice in either declaring war or making peace. If you have ever noticed this shameful behavior, on the part of the rich and powerful. Say nice and loudly, screw them! Screw them! But then, I heard someone speak these words. I would like to see every single soldier on every single side just take off your helmet, unbuckle your kit, lay down your rifle, sit down at the side of some shady lane and say, nope, nope, I ain't gonna kill working people. I ain't gonna kill working people anymore. Plenty of rich folks seem to love war. Let's give them the guns and let them fight it out together. If you agree with those words, say, that's right.
That's right.
I read these words in a book once. The entire gang that rules over us hopes that the quarrels among members of the working class will never ever stop, because our quarrels help the ruling class split us and fool us
Yours is the white
and
label.
divide us
Mine's
and
the blue.
confuse us so that they can remain on top forever and ever. If you've ever noticed this contemptuous manipulation practiced by the rich and powerful, say, nice and loudly please, screw them! But then I heard a great union organizer say, the most important word in the language of the working class is solidarity. If you agree, say, that's right. And I'll never forget the first time I read these words. If all the workers of the world unite, we have nothing to lose but and we have a world to win. If you like those words, say, you'll get louder. And lastly,
DSA? Hey man, you got a pen or anything?
Yeah.
If you don't know your history,
Cool.
it's
I used to go to the meetings all the time when the Bernie campaign, but after a while I stopped going. I like what you guys do.
It's still happening.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get back on it. I'm with the campaign though now, so.
I decided that I'd at least make the festival.
So let us take a moment right now to remember and to honor our history and the origins of this great day, May Day, International Workers' Day. We have to travel back in time. We have to travel back in time to the 19th century when the struggle to end chattel slavery inspired workers to imagine a day when wage slavery would be abolished too. And more than that, they dared to dream of building a new kind of society, a socialist society that would outlaw forever the exploitation of human labor.
This dude is a couple of guys.
And as one small step in that direction, millions of workers mobilized around the demand for an 8-hour day at a time when the majority of people were forced to work 12 to 16 hours a day under dehumanizing, unsafe conditions. The largest trade union federation in America passed a resolution that proclaimed, beginning on the 1st of May, 1886,
Your kids are working there too.
hours shall be considered a legal day's labor. They didn't wait
Pass
for
out
the
the same lie, we just roll you to the side, get some of the
politicians to introduce legislation. Oh no.
Come to, we make you get back on the line.
The Organization of the Working Class proclaimed loudly and
You
clearly
die, we don't
that
care.
workers must have a
Nobody cares.
voice in deciding how many hours they work every day. And to put some muscle behind this demand, workers across the country were urged to go out on strike. And that is exactly what happened. On May 1st, 1886, workers in their hundreds of thousands walked off their jobs and went on strike in support of the 8-hour day. Now, During these days of resistance in 1886, a chain of events occurred in the city of Chicago between the 1st and the 4th of May that led to the arrest and eventual execution of a group of brave working class champions that came to be known as the Haymarket Martyrs. During their trial, the newspapers did everything they could to whip up a frenzy of hatred against these mostly immigrant workers. You see, the ruling class elites, in all of their arrogance, were confident that by executing fighters for workers' rights, they could silence the movement for the 8-hour day. And even more importantly, they were determined to crush for all time the dream of a world free from capitalist exploitation, a world where socialism would finally triumph. But all of us know, I think that all of us, every single one of us here knows that you cannot shut down the desire for justice, the desire for equality, simply by tightening the hangman's noose. And 4 years later, on the anniversary of the May Day strikes, international demonstrations took place that raised the call for a new holiday to commemorate the Haymarket Martyrs and the struggle for working class power. And here we are, celebrating International Workers' Day together with our family of working people all over the world, and making our own demands that place workers' rights and the rights of Mother Earth, not private profit, at the forefront of our vision for a new and just society. I would like to close by sharing the words of August Spies, one of the Haymarket Martyrs, when he addressed the court after he was sentenced to die. This is what he said. I believe that this state of affairs, where one class dominates over and lives upon the labor of another class, I believe that this barbaric form of social organization, with its legalized plunder and murder, is doomed to die and make room for a free society of universal brotherhood. You may pronounce the sentence upon me, Honorable Judge, but let the world know that in AD 1886, in the state of Illinois, 8 men were sentenced to death because they believed in a better future, because they had not lost their faith in the ultimate victory of liberty and justice. If you want to stamp out the real agitators, then stamp out every factory lord who has grown wealthy upon the unpaid labor of his employees. Stamp out every landlord who has amassed fortunes from the rent of overburdened working men and women. Stamp out every machine that intensifies the production and increases the private wealth of a few, while laboring people who create all of these things stand amidst them in hunger. You gentlemen, in your blindness, think you can stop the tidal wave of human emancipation by lining up a few police, by putting in place a few Gatling guns, by erecting your gallows. If you think that by hanging us you can stamp out the labor movement, then hang us. Here you will tread on spark.
There's a lot of flag strikes that got shot with that.
Behind you,
A lot of them.
in
You
front
ever heard
of
of
you,
Lane, Arkansas?
and everywhere.
They brought out a
Flames will
brand new
blaze
time
up.
machine gun for them.
It will
That
spring fire.
was the old school crank.
You can never
The
put
first
it out.
one that didn't have the crank
Happy
like that
May
was
Day.
used in Lane, Arkansas. Really? First time it was actually used. They had just
Thank
invented
you,
it,
Candace Wolf.
and it was started off in Kansas
Now we
somewhere.
will have the DC
It wasn't the Gatling.
Land
Gatling has the crank, the
Report.
one after
While they're
that.
coming up
It's called the
on
1911.
stage, I'd like to say that we have the Poor People's
1919,
Campaign
1919.
beginning very shortly. And if you haven't looked at the Poor People's Campaign website and
Poor People's
signed up,
Campaign.
I have have some leaflets
So
here,
that's,
and
Reverend
I'm going
Barber.
to ask Anna
He's
Rondon to
carrying
pass
on
these
where
out
King
too.
left off. So the last thing King did
Anna
was
passed out the
campaign. They're
International,
picking it back
which is
up.
our third song that we're going to sing. We're going to start with a little Brenda Russell, None of Us Are Free. Can everybody say, none of us are free? In rhythm, none of us are free.
None of us are free.
You better listen, my brother. If you do, you can hear there are voices still calling across the years. They are crying across the ocean, they are crying across the land, and they will till we all come to understand.
Yeah, I couldn't like
None of us are free.
Asked me if I want to.
None of us are free.
I'm like, nah. I said,
None of us are free if
I'm
one of us is chained. None of us are free. Single truth. It's a single truth.
They were like, well, I think
We all need to see.
no.
None of us are free if one of us is chained. None of us are free.
They gonna let one of you speak?
There are people
Probably not. We're out. No, we're not speakers. We're just with the
If we
campaign.
don't say it's wrong, that says it's
Yeah,
right.
Kim George, our candidate. She's not here yet.
We got to feel
I'm a
for
candidate,
each
too.
other.
Oh, really?
But not for the same position
No,
from David
yeah.
Schwartz.
Got to get the
Great.
message.
I'm running for
Send it out
council
all
at
loud and
large,
clear.
state of Greenville.
Yeah, but which I'm in six. Oh, at large.
Yeah, citywide.
None of us are free if one
So
of us is
I'm
chained.
running on a
None of
post.
us
I'll
are
be on
free.
November. You have 2 votes for a card. So
Okay,
We
yeah.
all need to see.
Yeah, I'll check your website out. You meet
One of
Donovan?
us is chained.
Hey, how's it
None of us
going?
are free.
How's it going, sir? How are
You
you?
know,
I'm
this
David
is not
Schwartzman.
television.
I'm
This is
running.
participation. So none of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free if one of us is chained. None of us are free. One more time. None of us are free. None of us are
Really
free.
exciting.
None of us are free if one of us is chained. None of us are
All
free.
right.
Again?
We throw these out and give them back, or?
That's a fantastic question. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Because I'm connected, so I can turn them into someone, I think.
Okay.
I'm actually going to a meeting for it after this, so
Okay.
go for it.
Thank you.
Yeah, just find me.
All right, we'll do.
I'll be around till like 6:30. Maybe 6:15.
Well, I can't vote in 6, I'm a Maryland resident.
Oh, I thought you
Maryland resident.
I'm DC. I'm Zone 6.
This guy.
Yeah.
So what do you stand for, David Schwartz?
What do I stand? Schwartzman.
Schwartzman, sorry.
What I stand for is for the many, not the few.
Oh, really?
Right? Which is Jeremy Corbyn's slogan, the head of the Labour Party in
England.
UK.
Oh, yeah.
And basically, I'm a 60-year veteran. I'm actually older than that, but I've been active for 60 years for peace, civil rights, human rights.
Thank you for your
Okay?
service.
Yeah, I'm 74. I'm Professor Emeritus from Howard University. I retired in 2012. And my focus is to deal with the 2 worst human rights violations in D.C., child poverty and homelessness. If we can attack that, we can, of course, they're connected to the lack of affordable housing for the majority of residents, and we need to challenge the federal city council, which is the lobby of the big banks and developers. They're the ones that gentrified and displaced people. Since the control board. All right, so I belong to a number of organizations like One DC and Power DC, the Grassroots Planning Coalition, and these are groups that are challenging the agenda of the Federal City Council, which means more bottom-up control of the economy and how it works, and less subsidy for the very rich. And I'll give you one example.
Can't land here.